All right, Shalom, Kal Halal Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to my apostles and elders at Great Millstone. Honors to all you fellow laborers that are kicking this word in sincerity and in faith. Yah Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Barakathum to all you sincere listeners. All right, so I want to play a couple of videos just highlighting World War III. This is pretty much just a World War III update because things are picking up and it's only going to get worse for America and those of you who uphold Babylon.
Top Russian military commanders saying that the United States is building up its forces in the Middle East region in preparation for a possible attack on Syria. Major General Igor Konashenkov also says that the USS Ross entered the Mediterranean on Saturday. According to the Russian general, the guided missile destroyer is armed with 28 Tomahawk cruise missiles capable of hitting any target in Syria. Recently, Moscow said that Nusra Front terrorists deployed chlorine gas to Idlib. The gas is a toxic agent. Russia also accused the UK of dispatching militants to Idlib after receiving training by a private British military company. While Moscow is saying the training involved imitating the rescue of victims of a chemical attack. Okay, from London, Amar Wakaf, who is a political analyst, joins me now. Good to have you with us, Mr. Wakaf. Russia has given this warning since a few days ago, and it looks like it's serious, and it's also providing some, as I said, evidence like the training by the UK company and some other things that I just mentioned. Do you also agree with this Russian warning that the US is considering some attack against Syria?
It is very much on the cards. The United States would want us to believe that they're probably amassing force and all these deployments are there to deter the Syrian government from using chemical weaponry. But there is the other point of view. The obvious point of view is that an attack on Syrian state facilities and Syrian army has already been taken, and all it needs is a trigger. Now, why would that be the case? It's because the United States probably feels that the arrangements around the Astana process and the Astana countries, Iran, Turkey, and Russia, and all the agreements in place to solve the Idlib problem and the militants in Idlib, all these agreements are leaving the United States outside without any cake, so they're trying to superimpose themselves using the chemical weaponry analogy in order to gain some advantage and push these players, including, of course, the Syrian government, to offer some concessions.
Exactly. And that's why America's doing that. Yeah, because even the French, which that's going to segue into another video I want to highlight. Even the French prime minister or president, I'm not sure what their official designation is for the leader, but Macron, even he was saying that, all right, we may have to exclude America from this because nobody wants to deal with America. Yet the French and the British, they still wanted some type of seat at the table, so to speak. And they wouldn't be able to have that without America. But then they were discussing about possibly partaking in that chemical attack or siding with America so that they could get in there. Pretty much, nobody wants to deal with Esau. In particular, nobody wants to deal with America. All right, and then even
I'm Joe Budden. I'm a content creator. That sounds like a really trash phrase. Joe Budden.
Yeah,
French President Emmanuel.
Even American allies don't want to deal with America no more. Yeah, because they're not able to do anything outside of America. Because if they side with America, nobody wants to side with America. So they're like, all right, we're permanently joined unto you and under you. Yet that doesn't do anything for their country because everybody's fleeing from America and American hegemony. All right, so I'm going to play a little bit of this one.
Macron has set his plans for Europe's defence. Speaking to the country's ambassadors, he underlined the region's security can no longer rely so heavily on the US.
L'Europe ne peut plus remettre.
Europe can no longer rely solely on the United States for its security. It is up to us today to take responsibility and guarantee European security and consequently European sovereignty.
Let's go live now to our Charlotte Dubensky, who's in Paris. Charlotte.
I don't really need to, play much more. Point made. All right, they want to break away from America. All right, let me see if I have enough. All right, and I got one more.
Meanwhile, the European Union may be looking to change how it does business with the United States. The German Foreign Minister Heiko Maas is continuing his call to create independent payment channels separate from the U.S. And for more, we're joined by former UK Member of Parliament, George Galloway. Thanks so much for joining us.
Welcome.
Mr. Galloway, do you see this plan strengthening Europe's independence, or is this more about making the Iran nuclear deal happen without the U.S. per se?
Well, it's both, and the previous item about President Macron, as well as this item about Foreign Minister Maas's comments, indicates the growing split between Europe and the United States.
Hey, if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand.
And the possibility of rapprochement between Europe and its neighbors, including, of course, Russia. And Donald Trump, when he came over here, swaggering around like one of the Sopranos, demanding that people pony up double the expenditure on NATO. This was a turning point, in my opinion. We've got the Paris Accords division, we've got the trade war division, we've got the sanctions on Iran division, and we've got the US insistence on never-ending conflict with Russia. These are all very significant casus belli for this growing chasm, I would call it, between Europe and the United States. Personally, I'm very happy to see the European territory regain its sovereignty, stop being a satellite of the United States. If the US wants to be exceptional, wants to be alone, that's fine. The rest of us can do well without it.
So those.
Damn. All right, so I'm gonna get into the scriptures now. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 13, verse 17. Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. Yeah, and you can see everybody's cooperating now in Europe with the Russians, which is going to further embolden the Russians being the Medes, when you read the scriptures. And that's what's happening. They're being stirred up. All these different countries are pertaining unto them. Okay, instead of the United States, because if I would have went on in that Macron video, he expounded more about cooperation with Russia in particular. Okay, so no amount of money or peace talks is going to have the Russians subservient to the United States. Okay, they're very much emboldened right now. Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. Their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eyes shall not spare children. Yeah, they're not going to care about all the children over here in America, all the little kids, all the young adults. Their eyes aren't going to spare. All right, the bows representing what? The nuclear missiles. And Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency shall be when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. And how did he destroy Sodom and Gomorrah? By fire and brimstone. The same elements present in these nuclear missiles, these intercontinental ballistic missiles. Okay, Babylon being what? America. It shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation. Neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there, neither shall the shepherds make their fold there. Yeah, that's right. This place isn't going to be opened up for shop anymore. Hey, because really, this is a merchant's paradise over here in America. So really, those are going to be the only people to really lament and moan for America. Why? Because they can't make money here anymore. That's why it says the Arabian shall not pitch tent there. All right, set up his shop. America is going to be totally destroyed. And you can see it inching closer and closer because what they're doing, their little false flags is being exposed by who? Russia. Which again, that's given Russia even more confidence and more prestige in the global scheme of things in geopolitics. Okay, they're saying, hey, look, America plans to do this through this so-called terrorist group, and then blame it on them. Why? To have an excuse to go into Syria, which Russia is a guard unto these different nations, all right, these so-called Middle Eastern nations. I tell you that in Ezekiel the 38th chapter. So everything is coming into play. Everything is manifesting beautifully. Matthew 24:6, and you shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. Yeah, so they just described a rumor of war, okay, about what America is intending to do. And everything is a so-called proxy war between Russia and the United States. Syria being a prime example because Russia has a military base there, a naval base there. And you see what America's attempting to do. America's attempting to overthrow Assad. So that's a rumor of war on top of there already being a war within that country. There's rumors of other wars. Likewise all around the world. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 51, verse 46. Unless your heart faint, and ye fear for the rumor that shall be heard in the land. A rumor shall both come 1 year, and after that in another year shall come a rumor. And that's what it's been. Rumors upon rumors. And eventually what's going to happen? And violence in the land, ruler against ruler. Yeah, and that's the next step, violence. Because there's only so much tension and buildup that can occur. Okay, eventually there's going to be a full-on war between Russia and the United States, and it's going to be a nuclear war. And who's also going to go to war against America? Its own allies, its own folks. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, which France is a part of that. Okay, that's one of the horns. Gaul, as they're anciently known. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, the 10 horns symbolizing the EU and the beast symbolizing NATO, these shall hate the whore. And you see that. Macron saying that they can no longer depend on the U.S. for security. And this is just another step in them hating the whore. Hey, because Macron is supposed to be the guy closest to an ally with Trump. And even he's saying they need to break apart. All right, because Trump's not vibing with Merkel. He's not vibing with Theresa May. Macron was like the closest guy he was vibing with. And even he's saying, man, you need to get away from America. All right, these shall hate the whore and shall make her desolate and naked and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. And again, that fire is coming in the way of thermonuclear destruction, intercontinental ballistic missiles, fire and brimstone. Okay, so that's the judgment upon America. All those videos the Spirit had me bring out is just a testimonial to that. You can't get around this. These prophecies are coming to pass quickly. All right, as our Lord said, behold, I come quickly. This thing is speeding up. And may the Lord bring swift and devastating destruction upon America. Shalom to the elect.